Valir versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
Watch your back.
Do I keep the shiny finder? I do have a weapon buff already. I think I'd rather just curve out against Priest though. I guess I could have thought more about coining out one of my dudes there. Anyway, on this turn I'm going to play this guy because it's a good copy target for Tel'Daram. I mean, Huckster is a good copy target too, but I think this one's better. Because Jade Golems are OP.
Blessed be this funnel king.
So backstab plus my board kills that. And I can get a Spirit Singer Umbra in play. How likely is Umbra to survive the turn? It would need to be like Pint-Size Horror, or like Auchenai Circle or something like that, or Shadow Word Pain. I think it's reasonably likely that the Umbra will survive the turn, so I'll play it here. He could still have the Shadow Word Pain, so I'm gonna try not to get too excited for my Umbra. So he circled just to kill his Thalnos? Am I missing something? Oh, did it protect this guy? No, it didn't protect that guy. It already had 3 health. I must admit, I'm quite confused. Well, I do want to get value out of this Umbra since it did survive the turn. I also want to kill this. So I think I'm going to play my 2 drops that have Deathrattles. And then, oh god, that's good too. I think I'm still going to go for this and then coin the dagger though. I really want to kill this. I want to keep the Umbra alive because he couldn't deal with it last turn, so maybe he can't deal with it this turn. And getting an extra Jade Golem is way better than getting an extra one of these. Whoa. That's a pretty significant card that I picked up. Play a couple dudes. And I guess I'll equip the weapon. But I'll hold on to this guy in case I need to fetch it again later. Alright, that's no big deal. So I can actually go Velen, Backstab, plus Kingsbane to clear out the 5/5. So it's going into his Shadow Reaper Anduin turn though. I think I'm just going to go for Backstab, Vile Spine, and the Huckster. And even though I do have the Shiny Finder in my hand, I think I'm going to hold back on the weapon. Not really much sense in just smacking him for 1. Okay, no Anduin. He probably would have played it there if he had it. Because his hero power is 0, so he could have killed my Huckster. So I think I'm just going to play Velen here, unless I pick up like Aya or a Cube or something. Alright, let's just go for Velen. And I am going to play the Mistress here. Velen does not affect your minions. Double the damage and healing of your spells and hero powers. So I'm not healing him for 8, but maybe even healing him for 4 is too much. Yep, Anduin top deck. That's when top decks are frustrating, when you have a reasonable read from the previous turn that they don't have it. So you play into it and then they have it. Well, that was probably the best card in my deck. Another Roll the Bones? Sure. Alright, let's go ahead and copy this thing, I guess. Well, that's a good card in my deck. Question is, am I dead here? Psychic Scream. Okay, he's gonna wish he had that this turn. Surely I've had like 6 Deathrattles die for N'Zoth, right? Is that even better than just playing 2 Jade Golem cards? Yeah, that's probably better. If this gets me fewer than 6 minions, maybe it wasn't better. Okay. This is probably less power on the board than the Jade, or the Jade play.
Let the pain speak to me.
Whoa. That gives me a lot of Jade Golems.
Is someone injured?
I'm not dead here, am I? There's no way, right? He's switched gears to killing my guys now. I almost feel like he should have silenced the Mistress. Because it's not like he has a huge hand, so he can just pop off with Velen whenever he draws it. Anyway, I have, what, 2, 4, 6, 16, 17, 19 damage. Definitely not good enough. Well, I'm probably just gonna trade off into his stuff and then make some Jade Golems. I've seen the Psychic Scream, I've seen the Anduin, obviously. So I feel like just playing some Jade Golems here is pretty safe. And given his hand size, I'm unlikely to die here, but it certainly could happen. Wow, I actually won that game. Well, Jade Golems are OP. That's all I can say about that one.
Valir versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
Watch your back.
I guess I keep this hand. I have stuff to play on curve. I have a Spellstone if he's Big Priest.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
Let's go for a Huckster here. Playing the Huckster over the Beetle because I picked up the Telerom. I don't really need to copy the armor in this matchup. I would like an extra priest card.
Tremble before
Actually, it still seems like he could be Big Priest. Maybe I should have saved the Prince for whenever he plays something big. It's reasonably good against Statue, and it's pretty good against everything else. I guess that was something I should have considered. Well, let's Cube. Cube is nice and beefy. Onyx Bishop, so that gets me an Undercity Huckster every time here. That's pretty good. I'm gonna have so many priest cards this game. If this is a heal pass, I'm convinced that he's Big Priest. Okay, he's definitely Big Priest.
the game begins.
I have the coin, so no Psychic Scream. Could be a Dragonfire Potion. If it's Dragonfire Potion, the cube lives, and I get 2 priest cards, but it's still a setback for sure. Okay, that was the Dragonfire Potion. That is what I expected. Dragon Soul. How likely am I to ever activate Dragon Soul in this deck? Got these two spells. I've got Backstab. It could happen. But probably just want to make some Jade Golems for now. Hopefully no Psychic Scream here. I think if he has the Scream here, it's going to kill my tempo hard enough that I probably won't be able to win. Okay, that's good. Ooh. Not quite as bad as Scream, but still pretty bad. I can actually make a 5/5 dragon here. Oh no, I can't. I don't have a backstab target. Well, I'm just gonna put stuff on the board. I'm never gonna have a dragon to activate this, so I'll just play it here. Looks like I'm gonna have to shift to a value plan. Let's just trade into this and see what I can hit with Shadow Essence. Hopefully Aya or something. Well, that was definitely the worst one. Maybe a Mistress of Mixtures would have been worse. That was pretty damn bad, though. I guess Jade Spirit was bad, too. N'Zoth was bad. Okay, I had some bad ones. How do people have room to play Free from Ember and Big Priest now that you have to play the Spellstones and Psychic Screams? Oh man, I can attack with the Dragon Soul. Damn, that's dope. I mean, it's not good, and I'm not gonna do it, but... N'Zoth, nice, nice. So I can play the Squid Face here, or I can play two spells and make a 5/5 instead of a 4/4. How big is this? It's a 3/3. Had one Swarmer die. Seven cards in hand. I'm not very likely to overdraw because of this, so I'll just go for Roll the Bones. Okay. Wait, I still have 2 mana? Well, I guess I play that if I still have 2 mana. For some reason, I really thought that was all of my mana. So if he plays a big thing here, next turn I can Spellstone, Shuriken, Deadly Poison, and make another dragon. And then past that point, I only have 4 total spells left in my deck. Man, that's a bummer. Is my Spellstone big enough yet? I have to play another Deathrattle to upgrade it, which really sucks because it's probably going to die to this. Although it might protect my 5/5, that could be good. So Spellstone is 5. I think I do want to make the dragon here. So that's 8 of my mana. So I guess I'm using the Mistress to upgrade it.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
Survive 5/5. Nice. That was actually pretty lucky. I'm not thrilled to have to use the Deadly Poison on this weapon when I do have a Kingsbane in my hand already. But if it makes a 5/5 dragon, I think I can deal with it. I wish he would stop having obsidian statues every turn. So rude. I guess I'm just trading everything into it. Oh, I didn't even realize that the 5/5 would live and possibly take the shot. That's good. And then we'll squid him. I'm not sure if squidding him is better than just playing N'Zoth. Probably not. But I don't feel like my N'Zoth is super good here, and I really don't want to get it Psychic Screamed. Although that's probably not going to be much of an option. So many statues. Okay, well this is clearly the N'Zoth turn. Opponent is back up to full health, unfortunately. Give me more squids. Make this the largest Kingsbane. Mistress of Mixtures, hate to see that. Got 2 of them. As far as 10 mana fill your board goes, that was actually probably kind of a low tier N'Zoth. I mean, I guess the Mistresses aren't that bad since he's already back up to 30, thanks to like 7 consecutive Obsidian statues. Make that 8. But I was definitely hoping for more squid facey type things. I guess I didn't really have more Jade Golems. How big is this? Only 3 power. I can trade this off to make it 5. Probably do want to trade into Deathwing at some point too. So maybe I don't even trade this guy off, just use the cube. But then this isn't upgraded. Wow, that's a card. How easy is it going to be to upgrade this? I actually don't even have that many Deathrattles left. I think I'm just going to throw this out. Like 4 spells to upgrade this. I have exactly 4 spells left, so that's probably not very doable. Hit him with the Spellstone. No Ysera. Nice. Okay, so what's the best way to kill this? Probably use some of the health on the cube, since it stays alive, I guess.
Here we go. This might
And then we definitely want to hold on to the Shiny Finder to fetch the weapon next turn. He actually doesn't have that many cards in his hand. I might be able to get there this game. I haven't really been tracking his threats too intensely. Okay, that's bad. He's only played 2 different minions this game. God, he's played like 8 Obsidian statues. But I guess it's only been 2 different minions. Well, I think I want to cube this thing and make the biggest Kingsbane. So I guess I'm starting with that. Because I don't want the Obsidian statue to kill it, and it's pretty likely to. So I'm gonna miss a little bit of damage here. Could try to hold the cube for like an Aya or a Jade Swarmer or something. But I don't think that's that realistic.
Here we go. This might sting. Too soon.
And then I guess I will put the Kingsbane back in play, on the off chance that he kills the cube and the 4/4s that come out of it. But I'm obviously not really expecting that to happen. Just give me that Deathwing right off the top. I'd be pretty happy with that. Jade Spirit summons a 5/5. 2 friendly minions that died this game. I mean, this thing's never getting upgraded. I should just play it here. That's probably above average.
Here we go.
Let's smack him with the weapon. He did put a Shiny Finder back in my deck. So, I don't know. Sometimes I just kill him straight up with the Kingsbane. Can cube my cube. Probably want to cube the Huckster. Get some more priest cards so I can outvalue this big priest. Really should have waited to see what this was before I just slammed the Jade Spirit. But I would have played the Jade Spirit anyway. Pint-size horror. And the heal. Give me something big. That's big. I feel like I've done so much damage to him this game. But he had the greater healing potion there. There's the 12 obsidian statues I had to punch through. This game has been rough. Another greater healing potion. I mean, that's probably better for me than him actually doing something this turn. There we go. Aya's nice and big. He still has Shadow Reaper Anduin. Probably, at least. I don't know. He's playing free from Amber. Maybe he cut Shadow Reaper Anduin for that. But even if he has it, I still get to keep most of my board. Silence, sure. Oh, that's rough. I keep 2 guys. Get a couple priest spells. Those are literally worthless. So that's a bummer. Well, I guess the Binding Heal can heal this guy. That's a good card. Alright. What you got, Priest? He's only got 2 cards. Oh my god, that kills the 6/6. Deathwing. You know what? We play the Umbra. Shadow Word Pain. Alright, show me Jade Shuriken. Show me Deadly Poison. Shiny Finder's not bad.
Here we go.
I mean, there's no downside to equipping it, right? He's not Harrison Jones' Big Priest, right? Oh god. No taunt. No taunt! Oh, it doesn't have taunt. Wait, he doesn't have any taunt dragons in his deck. Don't be a sleepy dragon list. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say about that game. It's always nice to start with the stats when we're discussing things like this. So I went 6 and 9 with this deck, which ends up being a 40% win rate. I think that's a little bit on the low end. I think the deck is probably better than that, and I got a little bit unlucky, and probably didn't play optimally. But the deck certainly has some weaknesses. But first I'll start with the main strength of the deck, and that is when you start putting stuff on the board, sometimes you just get to snowball really hard. Because Jade Golems snowball pretty naturally, and then if you can land like a nice cube on turn 5, that can just like totally be a blowout. And even if you start falling behind a little bit, playing N'Zoth and getting back a bunch of Jade Golem generators and just some 4/6s is pretty disgusting. Another strength of this deck that I underestimated initially is how often you can just hit people in the face with Kingsbane until they die. If this weapon just gets like 1 or 2 buffs on it, that's a lot of damage if you ever pick it up again with a Shiny Finder. So those are the main strengths. The weapons can hit pretty hard, and when you start putting stuff on the board, you can snowball pretty hard. But the main weakness of the deck is actually pretty simple, and that's just that most of the time, you're not really doing anything unfair enough compared to the aggro paladins and the control warlocks and the combo priests. It's like trying to play 2015 Hearthstone against 2017 Hearthstone sometimes. But you can still win games because the deck does make powerful plays, you're just making them less consistently than most of the decks you're queuing into. And it's kind of hard to really give too much feedback about the deck other than that. I think a lot of the cards in the list are pretty core. You could look at swapping out the Huckster for something else. Maybe Beetles you could swap out for something else. But I don't even really know what other cards I would want to play in this deck. I think if you want to play a Deathrattle heavy list that can support the Spellstone and Roll the Bones, this is pretty close to what you'd want to be playing without too many flex slots.